Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial, and here I'm going to show you how to create a to-do task list software using Vue.js. There's no back-end resources management going on. We're only going to do front-end just to see the techniques of what the software development entails, just what the front-end renders. So simply, if I refresh the page, there's 3 loaded data. I can just add new ones. I can cross out checkmark done ones, and then I can also delete ones. So let's create this software. So I go to I have a fresh new text editor open, and then I'm going to add in the basics. And then I'm going to copy and paste a bunch of code for CDNs. So these are just you can just I'll put the GitHub link down below the description box, so you can just copy the code, but I'm just going to copy and paste these. So here we go. So we have jQuery for Bootstrap's link, CSS and script, Font Awesome, which is also for Bootstrap, and Vue.js script. So this is our Vue.js installation. I'm doing a really simple source link Vue.js installation, so it's slightly harder on the processing time of a website upload time, but I'm just keeping it simple. I don't know how to do the other installations yet, so we're just going to keep it simple like this. If you're just a beginner and creating a simple application, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to change this to to-do list. You're not going to see it because I'm not going to resize the browser, but I just want to change it anyways. So I want to create a container tag with a column group of 8, column, okay. So center that, that's to center a container. And then inside here I'm going to create the div that's containing the app. So I'm going to go task app. Then I'm going to go down and create the script and link it. So it's going to be var task. This is the Vue.js connection. Var task is equal to task app is equal to new Vue new Vue L root, well, not root, it's task app. And then I'm going to insert some pre-inserted data so that we have some data to work with when the page first loads. So we're going to go data, create an array, data, tasks, name. Gotta do this task first. Whoops, I can't. I'm pressing Control Shift D, but it's actually changing my. I'm using my screen recorder, so I can't Control Shift D here to copy the line, so I'll just have to manually copy and paste here. Okay, so buy some pet food. Install fish tank in the room. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's create a header. Then let's create a panel to insert the form for adding new tasks. Or we can create let's create the table containing the tasks first. How about that? And once again, I can't copy the line, which is really annoying, but just have to do it this way. And once again, I need to change my shortcuts. I didn't realize my screen recorder has like a command for that, which I find is personally annoying because I'm a programmer and I dedicate almost all the shortcuts to programming, not screen recording. I'm not a screen recording tutorial casting guy. I'm a software developer, so I'm more focused on software development than screen recording. But let's go through this here, and this is not a TR actually, it's TH. So this is going to be, first column is going to be check mark done. Second one is going to be task name, and third one is going to be delete. So if we go through here, I'll just show an example. If you type in anything down there, let's go to here. Refresh. Oh, actually, I'm going to do something right now. Call SM8, call offset, call SM offset. Great. So we have one row here, but we want it to show for one row for each task item we have. So we want to do v4, and v4 task in tasks. You want to say, let's just go with the task name here. So we should have the center column with the task names. So there you go, we have 3 tasks. So now let's add in an input checkbox. And input task name and input, we want a button for delete. So button danger, button block, delete. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now let's create a add new task form. Right, so let's do that. Let's create, oh actually we're not doing that here. We're doing that up here. So let's go let's see. Add new task form, and let's create a panel default, and we're going to create h2 add new task, then we're going to create a form. And we're not doing anything with the server, so we don't need the action. We are going to actually prevent the link from popping up, prevent the link from following through as well using JavaScript down the road. So we'll do that in a minute. So let's go to form, and we need the input for the new task name. So let's create a call sm8 and a call sm4, and here we want to say input type text and class form control, and here we want to put input type submit value add class button primary button block. So if we go back, we have a new task. The Bootstrap task panel doesn't identify form as content, so it's not filling out properly. So I'm just going to add a non-breaking space tag here. Non-breaking space. So there you go. Now the form is added. So I want to center that. So I want to center this to text center. So that's all looking good. So now we want to add something here and actually make it go. So if you closely check this out here, if we if we say if this was, for example, a link like this, and if I click on add, actually it's not doing anything. So it's actually submitting the form still, so we don't want that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to create we're going to make a v-on-submit declaration of event listener for Vue.js. So let's say on form, we will go v on submit, and then we want to run a function. So let's see, v on submit. Let's run a method called add task. So down here, let's create methods, comma methods, add task, function, and we want to say this tasks push. So push. So we're entering the tasks array, and we're pushing or entering one item at the end of it. That's going on. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This task push and name is equal to this task's name. And then we have to create a V model for task name. So go here and we go V model tasks name. So this is a form. This is a global scope. So we have a tasks here. Later we're going to create a checkbox here with tasks.done for the check mark. We're going to create that in a bit, but that's going to be task. Here it's going to be task singular without an S, because we're identifying task here for name inside the array. So it's going to be different there. So I was creating task name and create. So let's see if this works. Whoops, that's not the one. This is the one. Task name. Form control. See, this is wrong. Just gonna check something real quick. Form control, vModel, tasks name. That should be correct. Maybe it should be right. This is this needs to be equal sign. All right, so let's do that again. Add. So it just really blank, briefly entered in there. So it's briefly showed up there. That's because it's refreshing. So let's say E for event listener, and E is E prevent default. Prevent default. Then now let's go back. And oops, let's refresh the page. Refresh the page. Now it's working. So now I can add as many as I want. Now you want to create a checkbox. So if you checkbox something, it's there's a text decoration of line through. So first, let's create a style. Style called task done. And we will say text decoration is line through. And if we say if we add this in, we're going to create a span tag here around task name. So span, I'm just gonna copy and paste this inside there. If we go class, oops, not that, class task done, and refresh the page, they're all crossed out. So that's appearing properly. So we want to say this. We want to reference the index, reference the instance here. So we're going to say class is equal to, I believe it's this, class is equal to task done, depending on task done. So here it's singular. Remember I said it's going to be singular here. Actually, it just means this. So you can actually change it to anything else you want, but I'm just using task singular just to make things more cleaner, more understandable. So we want to create a variable called task done for task. So inside the tasks array, we want to create a new done variable, and we want to say false. So it's not, the task is not completed yet. So let's copy and paste these for us. Let's copy and paste these for these tasks for now. So let's and here we have to enter false. Let's actually enter true. So let's say done is true. Let's see what happens. So if we go refresh and add a new task, it automatically crosses it out. So we don't want that. We want it false. Now we want to go to the checkbox and say we go to vModel, and this automatically creates an if a yes or no toggle for the variable. So vModel task done. So let's go back, refresh. Oops, something's not working. Task done. vModel. Something's wrong with my syntax, I think. Task done. Oh right, this is if else statement. So checkbox. No, it's not an if else statement. It's just I have to remove these parentheses. We don't need parentheses. Just referencing that. So no function there. So just a variable. So refresh, check mark, and there you go. It crosses it out and add toggles on the class, or add toggles to make visible the class tasks done that we created. So now that we can add tasks and create text line throughs like this, now let's create the delete button. So all we have to do is add an event listener. So be on click, and and then we have to add a method. So let's go delete task. Then we have to pass on the variable of which task it is. So we're going to pass on the object task. So object task contains the name and the variable, name and the task done status variable. So let's see what we're going to do down here. You're going to create a new method. So it's going to be called delete task. Then function task. So we're going to use some JavaScript to go to that array. So we're going to enter the array. So enter inside the array. So tasks. Then we're going to splice it. So we're going to delete the first occurrence of a particular value and remove one. So splice, and then task variable. So task variable, task object, and then one. Oops, one. So here, how do we define the task object? We go this tasks index of where it shows. So inside the array tasks, the first occurrence of where it says task, or the object task appears. So that's gonna show a the element number, the index number of the array object variable it is in. So now if you go back, refresh the page, delete, there you go, delete the task. So we can create a menu, check menu as done, and delete the tasks as we do. So that's how I create a to-do list using Vue.js. Thanks for watching, bye.